Hi everyone, today I'll be talking about the company Senseonics, ticker symbol SENS. I will split this video into 4 sections: upcoming catalyst, overview of the company, financials, and future growth in the sector. As for upcoming catalysts for the stock, the new product called the SENS XL is projected to receive FDA approval early in 2021. It is basically a under-the-skin continuous glucose monitoring system for diabetic patients that can stay under the skin for up to 180 days. Currently, the glucose monitor that passed FDA by the Senseonics can only last for up to 90 days. Traditionally, diabetic people has to stick a needle in themselves to test sugar levels every time they eat food or feel like their sugar levels are low. Further, Senseonics will also have an advantage over their competitors such as Dexcom, a $34 billion market cap company, as Dexcom's product as of today only lasts for 10 days, whereas Abbot's lasts for 14 days. Therefore, I believe once this product receives FDA approval, it will be in high demand. Now, the second catalyst would be the commercial agreement with Ascensia. Senseonics reached an agreement with their existing distributor, Roche, to facilitate transition of distribution to Ascensia. So Roche would conclude sales on January 31st, 2021. This includes final purchases, transition support activities, and resolution of other matters. So from the beginning of February, Ascensia will hold exclusive global distribution rights for SENS XL, and future CGMs. The duration of this agreement is subject to project launch dates and other factors, but is expected to run through 2025. This transition is from an agreement made earlier last year with PHC Holdings, the parent company of Ascensia. PHC has made an initial investment of $35 million in the form of convertible debt securities. An extra $15 million is also on the table upon the 180-day SENS system's FDA approval, and would come in exchange for Senseonics' convertible preferred equity. Now, why I believe this is a catalyst is because Ascensia is already a fairly entrenched player in the diabetes device market, distributing self-monitoring blood glucose devices to more than 10 million diabetic patients around the world. Now, as to the overview of the company, Senseonics are the creators of the first and only long-term implantable CGMs. CGMs are, as mentioned before, continuous glucose monitoring system. I will briefly summarize what this system is and how it operates compared to Senseonics competitors such as Dexcom. For a more detailed account on how the system works, please watch the video by the company themselves attached in the description below. Their CGM are the first FDA-approved system that measures glucose levels for up to 90 days, and for users above 18 years old. As mentioned earlier, this is far more convenient than the traditional way of sticking a needle into themselves. This device is needed by people with type 1 diabetes and also type 2 that needs insulin. These individuals can't produce insulin themselves, so they will need to identify the dosage needed whenever they need insulin, such as when they eat. The CGM produced by Senseonics transmits the patient's data to their phones or Apple Watches every 5 minutes. Now, compared to their competitors, their device can stay implanted in patients for much longer than Dexcom's 10 days and Abbot's 14 days. However, there's a disadvantage to this, as Senseonics devices have to be calibrated twice a day as opposed to their competitors where it does not need calibration. Also, be aware that in 2019, the FDA recalled their CGM for manufacturing errors where they just stopped working prematurely. Quickly going over their management team, the CEO is Tim Goodnow. He was instrumental in the 90-day SENS CGM. Apparently, he launched SENS into the US 40 days after FDA approval, and also has already distributed the SENS XL in more than 15 countries as of today. Moving on to the COO, he has spent 13 years at Medtronic working on implantable devices, which is similar to CGMs. As for the CMO, she has 40 years of experience in diabetes care. For R&D, he has lots of experience and has personally more than 50 patents himself. For Vice President, before Senseonics, she has worked on an implantable obesity device from invention all the way to FDA approval. From their investor presentation, we can see their key milestones and also upcoming plans and revenue projections. Moving on to the future of the company's products, their ultimate goal of having no sensor change up to 1 year, no daily calibration, and no transmitter on the body can put them well ahead of their competitors. This goal can be achieved with their upcoming products that are projected to be available in the coming years. Thirdly, let's talk about financials. Since I will be looking at the future of the company, I won't weigh too much on their current financial state. The current ratio of 3.5 as of Q3 is quite good, as although they're burning cash at the moment, they still have a lot of current assets to pay off short-term debts. For their income statements, as you can see, they are still operating at a loss. However, I wouldn't mind this, as I am looking ahead into the future and the opportunities that are presented as stated earlier in this video. Also, as mentioned by Tim Goodnow, the president of Senseonics, we believe the organization changes for Senseonics resulting from the worldwide strategic commercial collaboration, in combination with additional cost reduction initiatives, will continue to drive expense and cash burn reductions in the future. Now lastly, on to the future of the sector. As per the report published by Fewer Markets, the global blood glucose monitoring system market is expected to grow from USD 11.61 billion in 2019 all the way to 20.96 billion by 2027, growing at a CAGR of 7.66%. Further, according to authentic estimations, the global continuous glucose monitoring device market, specifically, is expected to reach a valuation of 12.18 billion by the year 2026. With more diabetic patients, favorable government reforms, and technological advancements, we can expect further growth from this market. Now, to conclude, personally, I see long-term growth in the stock, but with its recent crazy price action, with basically no catalyst, I will be adding this to my watch list rather than buying soon. Thank you for watching, and please consider leaving a like and subscribing for more content like this.